teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give it to Swift.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Johnson, third-year man from Auburn.
Number 33.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a toss for Swift left side.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Love from the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
The ball carrier.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
7-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. First down, Love to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
42-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
First quarter with the score Packers 6, Lions nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I'm going to come back to you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working out of the gun. Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
29-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And he finds Danny Amendola. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
20.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Let's go. Check 31. Double right.
Stafford on third down. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Following the interception, Love. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I remember when Al Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up second on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The dump off good for 8 there on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it to Stafford. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Marvin Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Go, Mike, 51.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Love fires that quickly outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. They get this out left. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
2-point conversion.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5.
From the gun, Stafford.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver.
And now it's third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And Adams has it. Good play. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal.
Kill. Watch the safety creep. Check field.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gain of 14.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Stafford looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stafford.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Fielded at the 20.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over.
Yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Detroit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, and he'll find Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
17 yards, but it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Running is Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and goal. Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
the 20. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 8. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
51 the mic. 51 the mic. Switch up. Switch up.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The keeper. The play lost a yard.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The thing...